Well guys, one of Sleepy Biden's friends has come out saying we should not misjudge Biden's Irish heritage. Obviously, his friends are coming out to defend him since he can't do it himself, and the UK collectively told him to wind his neck in the other day. This, you might remember, was for trying to butt his nose into the Brexit situation, that for a start has absolutely nothing to do with him, but mainly because the guy is not mentally competent enough to know his arsehole from his earhole, or what is going on in his own nation for that matter, let alone Europe or the UK. As a matter of fact, the only thing he is any good at is sniffing people's kids from what I have seen. But anyway, the Express picked up on this kiddie sniffer Biden story with the headline, UK told don't misjudge Biden's Irish heritage in Brexit row. Got another thing coming. Yeah, Biden's next TV appearance and the monumental fuck up that he will produce. The UK has been warned not to underestimate US presidential nominee Joe Biden and his Irish heritage, as trade negotiators were told any future trade deal between the nations would not thwart the EU country. Which is obviously not what the aim is. And if he really cared about Ireland, then he would be riling against the EU and what they are doing. Since joining, the EU have completely fucked Ireland up. And now, Ireland actually pays a lot more money into the EU than they get back. Yet, here Biden is, sitting there trying to defend the European Union, claiming he backs Ireland. Showing he doesn't back shit, he just promotes left-wing talking points, which is essentially what going against Brexit is for this American presidential candidate. Mr. Biden sparked fears within the UK after he told the UK that Irish peace cannot become a casualty of Brexit, amid concerns that the new internal market bill could affect relations on the island of Ireland, which obviously we already know they won't unless the EU tries to play silly buggers, but apparently they are backing down on that now. And we know that Boris Johnson apparently capitulated to the Tory traitors, so we will wait to see what has actually gone on with that. But I do have to take issue with what was at the start there. Mr. Biden sparks fears within the UK. No, he didn't. He sparked fits of laughter from anyone who has half a brain cell, and the ones that don't all believed what he said, and we know the type of Ramoning fuckpigs that they are. He continued though, any US-UK trade deal must respect the Good Friday Agreement, as I said the other day, ensuring there is no renewed hard border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. The 77-year-old senile old tosspot who is aiming to become president in the November election referred to the amendments Prime Minister Boris Johnson suggested within the Brexit withdrawal agreement, which critics claimed could cause issues along the Northern Irish border, which I've already dealt with before, we're not going to go into. It's actually the EU that would create the issues along the Northern Irish border and across Northern Ireland in general when they try to annex it from the UK, which as we all know at this point was what they planned to do. Apparently they are backing down on that, but the point still remains, we should just rip the withdrawal agreement up now, as I've said like 100 times already. It continues, a man who is proud of his Irish heritage, Mr. Biden has previously spoken of his disappointment that the UK voted to leave the EU in its historic referendum 4 years ago, which kind of proves to me that we shouldn't be listening to what this tosspot has to say, and no one should. The media shouldn't even bother reporting on it, so I don't feel the need to call out this stone cold loser, because I'm sure you would all agree that this guy is about as competent to be the president as Sadiq Khan is competent to be the mayor of London. Part of the reason behind the result was that the UK wanted to strike its own trade deals with nations such as the US, and plans to negotiate a pact with Washington are currently in the pipeline. But in a warning shot to Mr. Johnson and his government, American author Bonnie Greer said that the US would be unlikely to support a trade deal if a Brexit deal was passed that violated the Good Friday Agreement or weakened Ireland, which obviously we all know it's not going to do. This is yet more Project Fear from the Ramoning tosspots, and the fact that this is coming from author Bonnie Greer proves to you that it's an absolute load of bollocks. We all know the Democrats in America love to use their elitist friends and celebrity friends for that matter, as we have seen with Joe Biden over the past couple of weeks. I'm sure he did something with the stupid woman who sings that wet ass pussy song, and I see the video that the liberal hive mind put up of Joe Biden playing this song called Despacito while he was at a campaign rally, obviously making the entire country and the world for that matter cringe in embarrassment. She said the Good Friday Agreement, in spite of its rather benign name, is a truce, and it's a truce because the United States of America and the EU sat down with this country to make it happen. We have to be much more serious about this. Yeah, and so do you guys, because there is nothing going to happen to Northern Ireland or Ireland for that matter. The UK government would never get away with doing it. They might be fucking stupid and incompetent at the best of times, but they are not going to do that. If anything, what Boris Johnson has done has protected the Good Friday Agreement, Northern Ireland, and by extension, the Republic of Ireland. But like Labour, the Democrats don't give a shit about that, because all this is an attack on Donald Trump. As you know, Donald Trump wants to do a trade deal with the UK, likes the UK, and is friends with Boris Johnson. All of those three things there, plus the fact that Orange Man Bad sends obviously the Democrats in America and the left over here into complete shitfits, which naturally gets me and many other people on a salt mining session. Speaking on BBC Question Time last year, she added, "The United States is Irish. No, the United States is fucking American, you complete and utter tosspot. That'd be like fucking saying Ethiopia's Chinese, you idiot. The Irish people are the Irish people and they are proud. The Americans are the Americans and they are proud of that, and so they fucking should be. You might be all for the internationalist bullshit, but let me tell you, the majority of people are not. Like me, they are proud of their country." She continued, "If anyone thinks they're going to get a deal through and have a trade relationship with the United States that Sharp's Island, you've got another thing coming." And the rest of it just goes on about the odds of Biden beating Trump. They are talking to a Betfair spokesman, like of course they know what the fuck they're talking about. So from now on guys, when you need your political news, just pop down to your local betting store and see what they've got to say, because it appears the Express have come here to let us know who's going to win the election. When you might remember back in 2016 they said that Trump had no chance of winning, the polls were all showing that Hillary was going to kill it, and guess what happened? So much like CNN, I bet this Betfair spokesperson has a serious case of Trump derangement syndrome, much like most people within the media or that they speak to. Now I think you would all agree it is rather funny that Biden's friends are coming out trying to defend him because he has been lambasted over here for butting his nose in like I said. But once again, these elitist types really don't resonate with the country, and plus, Brexit is Brexit. The people want it done. 17.4 million people voted for it. More than has ever voted for anything in this nation's history. Biden, butt your fucking nose out, go and sit down in your retirement home and leave the politics to people who are actually mentally competent. Your days in power are over, hopefully much like your sniffing days.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors. Slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.